Well, hello everybody, I am JayLeonardJ, and today we're looking at the Skewer and the Dreamcoat by Catalinbread. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this box is something that very much so got all my expectations and just threw them out the window in a very wonderful way. In my day, I've played a lot of like artist tribute pedals. There's the Hendrix tribute pedal, there's the Dave Gilmour tribute pedal, and they all kind of work the same way. You get the box, you turn it on, flip a couple knobs and switches, instant Hendrix, instant Gilmour. In this box, I have two pedals. Right now they're available as a set. Eventually you'll get them individually, but you could tell even just with the artwork, they're really mated with each other. We have the Skewer and the Dreamcoat. Now, these are supposed to tribute the sounds of Ritchie Blackmore. So the Skewer is their take on the treble booster he used to use, and the Dreamcoat is a mixture of the tape deck that he would push into his Marshall amplifier, as well as the little tone exciter he had installed into his guitar. But the thing is, I get those two pedals, I plug it in, turn a couple knobs, and yeah, I got some really cool Blackmore tones, but really, that was just the tip of the iceberg for me. And I found out that these pedals were so much more than just Blackmore, and it took me to this wonderful creative world of colors and sounds outside of that deep purple rainbow kind of vibe. Really cool stuff. I'm gonna show you exactly some of those crazy sounds I'm talking about. I have a Fender Strat with my J.M.A signature pickups from Tone Specific, and I'm going into a Tone King Imperial. Let's plug these two pedals in, and let's make a lot of fun noise. Well, we are all wired up and ready to go. Skewer, Dreamcoat, and I got a dirty little secret on just for when I'm feeling in the mood. Let's start off with the Dreamcoat, because that has the most going on. The Dreamcoat, I guess, would be focused more on like the mid-70s tones and on. Back when he was using a tape machine. He would get this like tape machine, put it into his Marshall amp and just slam it with power to give you that extra bit of meat, a little bit more mids, all that good stuff that makes his guitar sound really awesome. So we have that tape machine in there. On top of that, we also have a little mod he used to do to his guitars. He used to put like a tone circuit in there to bring out some of those harmonics. And so there's actually an internal trim pot you use to find the resonant frequency of your guitar. And then on top here, you have a volume knob for that frequency. So let's keep it down and let's just start off with the tape machine sound, okay? So this is my guitar, just without the pedal on. And this is the Dreamcoat. We have a few knobs here. Mic volume, which is, I guess you'd think of it as overall gain. You pretty much put into the mic channel, so that's what kind of created the sound. We have saturation, which is the nastiness, and a blend, which blends into clean as I turn it back. So I like to get my attack this. Let's keep everything low and see what happens. Let's add a little bit of that frequency, that little harmonic. start slamming it a little bit. Pretty much the more high output your guitar is, the more you're really gonna get that sag. It kind of sounds like plugging your guitar into the console, like a preamp, and getting that saturation, that fizziness with that saggy bottom. Classic stuff. Now let's get a little bit of a Blackmore sound. I'm gonna turn on the Dirty Little Secret, and I'm actually not gonna do much with this. Mic volume almost all the way down, keep the saturation low, bring up the blend a bit, and really turn down that frequency. I want a hint of it, and let's see what happens. This is the Dirty Little Secret. Oh, awesome. All right, let's go to the Skewer now. The Skewer is the take on the hornby-skewes treble booster, which is what Ritchie Blackmore used to use back in the early days of Deep Purple. He kind of had like a Vox in one of these. He even used it with a Marshall. Some people say the Marshall actually was just a Vox with like a Marshall enclosure around it. But we're gonna go play around with this a little bit. They've given it a little bit of the treatment that you would see with the Naga Viper if you're familiar with Catalinbread. So we have 3 knobs here, gain, and this one over here adds more full range to your treble booster. So you have classic treble booster to a more of a full range booster. And here is just adding a little bit more heat, a little bit more gain. Let's turn this low. I'm gonna turn this low, and let's hear what we got. So that's it into a relatively clean amplifier. Let's get a little bit of a more classic rock tone here with the classic Hornby sound, which is this, about 3/4 of the way up. Let's turn this all the way up for full treble boost sound, and let's turn down the extra. Turn this sucker on, see what we got. This is the dirty little secret. Let's turn on the skewer. And that is the Dreamcoat and the Skewer by Catalinbread. Well, that is it. That is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Check out the links in the description below. And if you want to hear my review on these two pedals, check it out on Patreon. I do my reviews on Patreon, and I do all my demos and tutorials and lessons, everything else right here on YouTube. Just note that this is a limited edition box set, so it's not going to exist forever. The pedals will, and eventually you'll get to get them individually, but it's a pretty snazzy setup, so check it out. My question for the subscribers is, what do you think of this take? Do you like a tribute pedal that really just keeps it in the box, makes it easy to get that artist tones, or do you like those this concept of inspired by the gear, and pretty much you are the person that's steering it and creating your own sound with that tribute piece of gear? Let me know. I'm really cool. It's a wonderful take on things. That being said, I'll see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.